Hello and welcome to a new episode on Sadhana World Foundation. Last week, there has been a tragedy in India. A young and hardworking, talented, well qualified woman lost her life, reportedly due to work related stress. The whole country is talking about it. The narrative is that many organizations are becoming too capitalist in their approach. They are ignoring the human side of their employees. They're forgetting that their employees have a life beyond work. They want the employees to work hard, to work for long hours, and to deliver all that the business needs. And if an employee forgets his or her personal life, that employee seems to be a very valued employee. This kind of a narrative is going on. I thought we should think little deeper about this narrative and wonder whether this is the right thing to do. Work related stress isn't uncommon. However, I think there are two aspects which this discussion is completely missing. One aspect is that in our lives, in the times that we live in, there is too much of uncertainty, there is too much of volatility. You think of anything, whether it is an admission to a good college, whether it is getting a good job, whether it is landing oneself on a good project. Success is not guaranteed. There was a time where people thought that if one gets admitted to a very good university, life is set. The next 20, 30, 40 years of one's life is all set, stable, but that's not true anymore. Similarly, a successful organization today cannot take it for granted that success is going to come in future as well. So there is lot of uncertainty, lot of volatility there. Things are good today, tomorrow things are going to change. The change is very rampant. Hence, uncertainty related stress in everyone's life has increased. And secondly, in our lives, we all have become a lot lonely. Families have become nuclear. There is no one else at home who is willing and who has the energy to listen to the other person. What's going on in one person's life is not really deeply known to the other person in the family. Gone are the days where people of different generations used to live together and they used to provide each other certain degree of comfort and emotional cushion so that a bad day can always be cushioned by the love and affection, by the other things which happen in a family setting. The amount of time one spends at the workplace, the amount of time that one spends in commuting takes away a lot of one's personal time. So there is no opportunity for someone to share one's mind and to open up and to let the frustration, let the stress, let the unclarities in mind get better. I looked at our ancient texts and wondered if in the ancient times people used to have tough days, used to have difficult situations, how did they deal with this? The first thing which comes to mind is Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In the Mahabharata, the biggest dilemma that anyone can go through, Arjun was going through. Arjun was looking at a moral dilemma whether it is worthwhile fighting the war or not. And there comes the friend, philosopher, and guide, Sri Krishna, who clarifies his mind, who tells him that there is no point attaching oneself too much to the outcomes that's going to happen. Then Sri Krishna advises Arjun to maintain a certain degree of balance or equanimity so that one is able to take successes and failures with a certain degree of calmness. Think of our Gautam Buddha. Before he was enlightened, he was the Prince Siddhartha. He lived a life of a luxurious prince. However, when we went out, he saw sick person, old people, dead men. Then he understood that life is very different. Life is full of ups and downs. Then he came up with different philosophy, the philosophy of balance, the philosophy of mindfulness, the philosophy of detachment. I believe all of us, it is not only the organizations, it's our families, it's we ourselves, our schools, our universities, our colleges, our friends and family, all of us need to understand and appreciate that we are living in a very difficult time where there will be uncertainty, there will be volatility, there will be always unpredictability of what's going to happen. We need to have that balance, have that calmness, have that equanimity more than our predecessors had, more than our fathers and mothers and forefathers had, because that time the volatility wasn't as much as we are facing today. And the double whammy is that in our lives today we don't have listening posts. My dear ladies and gentlemen, my dear friends, my dear young children who are watching this, please understand that life is quite difficult. We must understand how to deal with this. The way to deal with is pretty much there in our ancient texts, and those teachings are probably extremely relevant and important in today's time, because we need to learn how to be mindful, how to be calm, how to detach ourselves from the outcomes. I look forward to our future conversations. Thank you very much.